Greetings, my awesomes. English 3060, how we doing out there? Hopefully you're still doing well. I finished the kind of like an overview video a few minutes ago, and I kind of wanted to follow up and provide some more thoughts that I've had over the last couple of days about Project 3. The conversations I've had so far with several of the team leaders and a couple of individuals in the class that seem to have a really good handle on this. In your Project 2 oral briefings, everyone seemed to really have a good grasp on what they're doing. Recall too from my feedback, the majority of that was kind of like helping us narrow down, and now we're going to like really like it's like putting a microscope over what we kind of proposed, right? An oral briefing is kind of like here's what our team is going to do or thinking about doing, and kind of here's why. Here's kind of some of our preliminary thoughts about what we're doing. And then Project 3 really kind of puts it's like a magnifying glass to a microscope, right? We're really kind of increase the magnification, if you will. And I'm talking way out of my league here, talking all sciencey, but here we are, week 9. Of course, I'll put videos. You'll see those, obviously incorporated right there. But Project 3 is really about going into the details of through your introduction and through the different areas of your discussion, where we talk about the specific objectives here, right? And we're going to talk about audiences and stakeholders. Who specifically are we talking to? What exactly are we wanting to accomplish? So we're really pinpointing and narrowing down very specifically. And so what I want to draw your attention to is I posted right up here W15P3 sample.pdf. Okay, this is a really good example, and I know I've said this before. And so part of my encouragement for this video is for you to really think about how this is structured. That might help us think about how we're going to then write it, right? What does it look like? I'm a visual learner. I like to see what things kind of look like. How is it supposed to sound in a way? So this one here, you're kind of writing to me because it's kind of a memo, right? So, and in this case, this would be Corey Hamilton. I don't care about the professor part. From your team name, the date, and the subject, right? Here's what we're looking at. Introduction. Audience, right? So if we and then they do, if I remember, objectives, right? So if we look over here at the assignment sheet, we've got introduction, and then 3 to 4 pages, it talks about what are the objectives, audiences, and I believe research methods, right? So then if we look back at the sample, we have something very similar, right? Introduction. This particular group felt they wanted to go right into understanding audiences before they went to objectives. It worked. So there's no wrong way necessarily. I think that either audience or objectives needs to come before research methods. Okay. But as far as audience and objectives, I think they can be interchanged. So here's, I think I recall stating this in a previous video too. Look at the level of specificity that this particular needs assessment, and it's almost like a narrowing of our interests, really gets into very specific questions, right? By just using some simple bullet points, right? Here's the things that we're going to ask. Now, please keep in mind too, I want to reiterate this. I know I've said it to many of you already this week in forms of email and as well as through a couple of Zoom meetings, as well as Google Meets. Do not feel you need to meet with anybody, okay? We have to do a lot of this virtually right now. My primary concern more than anything is that you are safe and that you stay safe. So stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. That's all that matters, okay? If we can't get some of this stuff done, it's okay. We're going to get as many, if we get 3 survey responses, we get 3 survey responses and we move on, okay? You got your objectives, you got your research methods. All right, so we're going to do this, we're going to do that, right? Here's who's who we're going to send the survey to. These are the research methods. So we talked about our goals and objectives, who our audience is or audiences are. And here, look at this level is just incredible. And here's how we're going to kind of do it. Here's what it kind of looks like. Here's our team schedule. Here's the response. Here are the responsibilities. Just wonderful. All right, I'll be back to talk about this more soon. Bye, guys.